Before, why did Daniel Dubois push you yesterday? Do you know why? He gave you a push?
I don't know. Maybe Daniel afraid me. I don't know. It just show for me.
Yeah. Question 2, round number 2. So you've beaten quite a few Brits. You've beaten Tyson Fury, Tony Bellew, Derek Chisora. You know, you've beaten a lot of the guys. Who gave you the toughest fight out of all the British people you boxed? Who was your toughest?
For me, I think first it's Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Dubois, like this.
Tyson Fury, toughest fight.
Yes, Tyson Fury, toughest fight.
Fair enough.
Joseph Parker is a great fighter, but now for me it's not interesting because Joseph Parker don't have a belt. Daniel Dubois has belt, WBF. For me, it's more interesting.
It was low or not was debatable, but it wasn't. He went down because he was hurt, really, to the stomach, not to the.
And he moaned to the referee.
And he was down for a long time. A long time.
Here, I really fully respect the man. Daniel Dubois fully respects him, but I'm afraid it's our turn. This is our home. If this was football, we played away 2 years ago. This is a return match, which happens to be on our home territory, okay? And you're going to see a show. Daniel Dubois is promised, and he's going to put on a show and seize the moment, carpe diem. He's going to grab those titles. He wants it. We feel it. He's told us so, and we're behind him.
From beating British legends to stealing the hearts of UK fans, Oleksandr Usyk is back and ready to face Daniel Dubois once again. In a calm but revealing interview with Froch, Usyk shared more than just fight talk. He gave insight into his mindset, his focus, and what truly matters to him heading into this highly anticipated rematch.
People have labelled him and called him a quitter. They've seen what happened in the Joyce fight. Even against you, he finished the fight on his knee. Does he have a weakness?
Little bit, yes, because maybe it's a younger guy, maybe Daniel a little bit afraid. I'm too, but my afraid is different.
One of the standout moments came when Usyk was asked about the recent shove from Daniel Dubois during their face-off. Most fighters might have used the moment to fire back or make bold claims, but Usyk took a completely different approach. He said he did not understand why Dubois did it, but suggested it might have been out of fear or nervousness. There was no anger in his voice, just a calm and thoughtful reaction. Instead of seeing the shove as disrespect, Usyk treated it as part of the show and dismissed it with a smile. His reaction spoke volumes about how steady and composed he is under pressure. It also showed that he is not interested in unnecessary drama or mind games. For Usyk, the real work happens in the ring, not during press events.
Why did Daniel Dubois push you yesterday? Do you know why? He gave you a push?
I don't know. Maybe Daniel afraid me. I don't know. It just show for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have no problem with him. No genuine.
For me, not problem. You know, after this pushing, I smile like a good. It's a good. For me, doesn't matter.
When the conversation turned to Joseph Parker and whether he deserved the title shot instead of Dubois, Usyk kept things simple and logical. He acknowledged that Parker is a good fighter, but said he is not the one with the belt. That detail was all that mattered to Usyk. It was clear that his goals are tied to legacy and championship status. He made it known that he is not chasing names, he is chasing belts. His focus is entirely on unifying titles and leaving no doubts. By pointing out that Dubois holds the WBA title, Usyk explained why this fight matters more than others. That kind of reasoning highlights how strategic he is, even outside the ring.
How do you feel about Joseph Parker and does he deserve this fight maybe more than Dubois? I know Dubois is the IBF champion, but how do you feel in Joseph Parker? He's had some good wins. Do you feel he deserved the opportunity to maybe fight you?
Joseph Parker is a great fighter, but now for me it's not interesting because Joseph Parker don't have a belt. Daniel Dubois has belt, WBF. For me it's more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When asked which British fighter gave him the toughest challenge, Usyk didn't hesitate. He named Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, but interestingly, he also included Daniel Dubois in that same breath. That mention wasn't casual, it showed that Dubois left an impression on Usyk enough to be grouped with the heavyweight elite. It's a subtle but powerful sign of the respect Usyk has for his opponent heading into the rematch.
There's one question 2, round number 2. So you've beaten quite a few Brits. You've beaten Tyson Fury, Tony Bellew, Derek Chisora. You know, you've beaten a lot of the guys. Who gave you the toughest fight out of all the British people you boxed? Who was your toughest?
For me, I think first it's Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Dubois, like this.
A more emotional part of the interview came when Froch asked Usyk what it would mean to become undisputed again. Usyk responded in a way that showed this fight is more personal than people might think. He said each of his children already has a piece of his boxing journey. His older daughter has a gold medal, one of his sons has a belt from his cruiserweight run, and now he wants to win this fight for his younger daughter, Maria. It is not just about making history or adding another title to his collection. It is about creating moments for his family and leaving behind something meaningful for each of them. That kind of motivation makes it clear why Usyk trains the way he does and why he continues to chase greatness even after everything he has already achieved.
What will it mean to you to become undisputed heavyweight champ by beating Daniel Dubois for a second time? You have already done it. You've already undisputed. Okay, you tick that box.
For me, it's a big opportunity, 3-time undisputed, but I present for my belt for my little daughter Maria, because my big daughter Yelizaveta have gold medal.
Yeah.
My son Kirill have undisputed first cruiserweight. Yeah. My son Mikhail have undisputed second. Now Maria.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I win, and it's like a gift or me for my.
As the interview went on, Usyk quietly revealed something that might surprise fans. When Froch asked how long he plans to keep fighting, Usyk said he sees only 2 more bouts left in his career. This one with Dubois and 1 more, depending on who the next opponent is. There was no dramatic buildup or attention-seeking in his response. Just a clear and calm statement that the end is near. For a fighter who has already been undisputed in 2 divisions, this shows he is not chasing fame or padding his record. He has a clear plan for how he wants to close out his career. With just 2 fights left, each one now carries even more weight.
Why are you still fighting? How long have you got left?
Yeah, I think to fight.
Yeah, you just
this fight and with Daniel Dubois and one. I don't know who is me, but 2 fights.
2 more fights, then you finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another heartwarming moment came when Usyk spoke about the support he receives from fans in the United Kingdom. Despite having beaten several British fighters, including Anthony Joshua, Tony Bellew, and Derek Chisora, Usyk said he feels loved and appreciated by the British public. He shared a funny moment when a fan stopped him for a photo and then called his boss to say he would not be coming to work because he had just taken a picture with Usyk. These little moments, according to Usyk, make him feel genuinely respected by people outside his home country. His personality and approach to the sport have made him a fan favorite, even in places where he has beaten local heroes.
Do you understand that the fans of Britain, even though you've beaten all of our fighters, they've got a massive amount of respect for you? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I feel this because a lot of people, you know, maybe one day I stayed not street like a center street because a lot of people. No, it's like after the house. You know, we stayed speak with my team, like a driver, like a, oh my God, stop! It was on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Oh my God, Usyk, can I photo, please? Yeah, okay, no problem. This man make photo. I like a call. What do you call? It's my boss. Hey, boss, I today not go to work. Why? because I make photo with Usyk. Oh my God, send me two. Bye, see you tomorrow. Yeah, bye. You know, it's
day off work.
Yeah. I no go to work. I feel love it. UK fans, I love it too because it's I appreciate.
And it's not just the fans who are invested in this rematch. Two of the biggest names in British boxing, Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, also weighed in on what this fight truly means. These are people who have spent years building the careers of champions, and when they speak, the boxing world listens. Frank Warren was clear in how special this moment is. He pointed out that this is the first time all 4 belts are being contested in the UK in the heavyweight division, and that alone makes it historic. But more than the history, he believes Daniel Dubois can actually win. Warren talked about how Dubois has already been in the ring with Usyk and knows he can hurt him because he has done it before. According to Frank, the key is for Dubois to push forward. He believes Usyk is far less dangerous when forced onto the back foot, and that if Dubois can be the aggressor, it could even turn into a shootout. Warren acknowledged Usyk's greatness, calling him a generational talent, but he clearly sees this as the biggest moment in Dubois' career and believes the Brit has the tools to pull it off.
It's the first time ever the 4 belts have been on the line in the UK. If he wins it, Daniel, and I really do believe he can do it, if he comes through, he'd be the first Brit to ever hold the 4 belts. So that's history. No one will ever take that away from him. He's in with a generational great in Usyk, who's done everything from going back to the Olympic Games to being unifying all the cruiserweight belts to beating every Brit he's fought undefeated in the heavyweight division. This is a big moment in Daniel's career, but he's been in with him before. He knows he can hurt him because he did hurt him in that fight, and I think it's be a great fight because Usyk will do with Daniel exactly what he did with, I believe, with Tyson. That is, he'll come out trying to be the boss. He's not going to go on the back foot. He goes on the back foot, he may have a problem because with Usyk, when you push him backwards, he's like 70% of the fighter, and he'll come forward. And I think because of that, you're going to get, it may even wind up being a shootout.
Just on that.
Eddie Hearn, on the other hand, took a slightly more cautious view, but still gave Dubois credit for how far he has come. He mentioned Usyk's age and mileage, not just from his professional bouts, but also from his long amateur career. Hearn pointed to one specific vulnerability, Usyk's weakness to the body. He brought up the controversial body shot from the first fight, the one that sparked endless debate about whether it was low. Regardless of opinions, Hearn said it clearly hurt Usyk. He also reminded everyone how Anthony Joshua managed to land body shots that seemed to bother him. So if Dubois can go back to that area and stay consistent, there's a real path to victory.
Timing's everything, you know, and I think that sooner or later, I mean, he is getting on. I mean, forget the professional fights, actually, which he's had a lot, not bucket loads, but it's the amateur contest as well. I mean, what, over 200 amateur fights. There is absolutely no doubt that Oleksandr Usyk doesn't like it to the body. I mean, it's the famous low blow situation of last time. Was it low? Whatever. I mean, that was the past. But one thing is for sure, he don't like it to the body. You saw when AJ hit him to the body, he said it was low there, he turned away. Obviously, the borderline shot against Dubois, he was hurt. I mean, one thing's for sure, he didn't cop one in the nuts, right? Whether it was low or not was debatable, but it wasn't. He went down because he was hurt, really, to the stomach.
What makes Dubois even more dangerous this time, according to Hearn, is how far he has matured since their first meeting. Back then, Dubois was still rebuilding. His confidence was Shaq, and he lacked momentum. But now, after beating tough opponents and scoring strong wins, he's coming in with belief and fire. Hearn recounted a moment during the Gerald Miller fight when it looked like Dubois was finished, only for Frank Warren to rally him and inspire a comeback. That comeback lit the spark that led Dubois on a winning streak, defeating top contenders and earning another shot at Usyk.
I remember being sat at the Gerald Miller fight, and we were 6 rounds in, and it looked like Daniel had enough. And if he loses in that moment, it's probably could be his career virtually done. All of a sudden, Frank stands up. Frank, I'll never forget, pulls over Daniel Dubois' dad and says, "Tell him," you know, and he goes up to him and he says, "Do not you dare, Daniel, you get out there, you do this." And he won him the fight because Daniel's a guy, but that little moment there changed the whole trajectory of Dubois to beat Miller, you know, to beat Hrgovic, to beat AJ. And if he beats Usyk, I mean, the turnaround from losing to Joe Joyce in COVID behind closed, it's unbelievable.
Eddie finished by highlighting how much this fight says about both men. For Usyk, it's a chance to once again prove he can handle anyone, anytime, even when the stakes are sky high. For Dubois, it's a shot at redemption and rewriting his entire story.
Who wins? I know where Frank's going to go, but you obviously...
I would never pick against it. Like, if it was, you know, guns ahead time, you can't pick against Usyk. Can Dubois win? Absolutely. You know, will he win? I don't know. I mean, this guy is just... He seems to adapt so well. Like, when he fought Tyson Fury, that first fight, he pushed Fury back the whole fight. I didn't expect him to do that. I thought it would come out, be a bit of a chess. But I think what Frank said is really interesting. Like, what is he going to do? If he allows... Like, AJ made the mistake of not establishing the middle of the ring and getting the respect to Dubois. Went on the back foot, got walked down, got hurt early, and failed to really recover, although he tried. I think Frank's right. I think Usyk, the last thing Usyk will want is Daniel Dubois walking him down. Backing him up, touching him to the body, making him hit the ropes. He will want to come in, those little feints, the up and downs, touch the body, touch the head, angles. But what he does so well, Usyk, is he drains.
With promoters like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn offering contrasting but compelling insights, the stakes for Dubois versus Usyk couldn't feel any higher. But there's one voice that carries even more weight in Daniel Dubois' corner, and that's the man who's been right there in the trenches with him, his trainer, Don Charles. Speaking ahead of the big night, Don didn't hold back his belief. To him, this fight isn't just another main event. It's the culmination of 2 years of transformation, from Daniel the boy to Daniel the man. Don explained how Dubois has matured not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and strategically. He's no longer the hesitant fighter of Poland. He's someone who's faced adversity, gathered the data, and grown into a serious threat.
It's the boy, Daniel the boy, who's now grown into Daniel the man. And it's all happened in the period of 24 months. The development, physically, mentally, maturity, any way you could think of it, he's had to develop quick. So that's what we're looking at now, Daniel the man.
No, I was...
Happens, as you know, Daniel fought Usyk 24 months ago, exactly 24 months ago. And they've felt each other. They've been in the ring together. Usyk has felt Daniel, the presence and physical of Daniel Dubois back in Poland. And Daniel also felt him. So they've both collected data on each other. And the training personnel, the coaches, is our duty, it's what we get paid for, to utilize the data we collected then, 2 years ago, and the data that we've been collecting whilst studying Usyk.
While Don kept the game plan under wraps, he made one thing very clear. They've studied Usyk, they've learned from the past, and this time they're ready to execute. And when it comes to predictions, Don Charles didn't shy away. He believes Daniel Dubois will be victorious. Not just hopeful, not just optimistic, but confident. As he put it, this is our turn. After all the noise, the criticism, the doubts, this is Daniel's chance to silence them all and grab his place in history. So now it's over to you. What do you think? Can Dubois flip the script and dethrone Usyk? Or will the Ukrainian master write another flawless chapter in his legacy? Let us know in the comments below.